All right. Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome back to the best NFT show in crypto. We got ourselves a great episode. We got ourselves a great industry here, guys. This is an amazing time to be in NFTs. It's just bubbling underneath the surface. We got a lot of cool stories that broke overnight. Glad to see all the lads in the house. Our vibe, our tribe, man. You guys make this episode what it is, this channel what it is. So happy to see everyone here today. But I got to get to Ronin, my man, the collector, not the ETH collector, Ronin the collector. What's going on, my man?
Not much, man. Not much. It's been a second since I heard the good morning, good evening, good night. I like it. I like that you bring it back every once in a while, brother. It's been a pretty good week. NFTs have been pretty exciting as usual. It's been what it is, right? An excellent space to keep up with on a regular. So, for me, what have I been up to? A whole lot of Clubhouse. I think Q, you probably saw a little bit of that addiction that I've been partaking in over the last few days. I think like Clubhouse is a really cool like platform. I think it gives like a really unique feel and vibe to it, right? It's very much in line with what we like about NFT Live and what we like about lads and kind of like fostering this community, right? Being able to have these open conversations and sit down and see like so many people genuinely curious about NFTs and about the space and about what we're doing and what's going on is really like exciting. I think even last night there was a room that had Meek Mills, Roham. It had the guys from Nifty Gateway were in there. Gary V was in there, and NFTs got brought up. So you're talking about over 5,000 people, and then you've got movers and shakers, and they're talking about NFTs. So it's an excellent time to be in this space, dude. And I'm really excited about it. But outside of that, man, what about our boy Buffalo? Buff, how you doing, brother?
What's up, lads? Oh man, hearing you talk about the Clubhouse. I'm an Android. I'm an Android user, and hearing that it is only on iPhone, I went and bought myself an iPad like 30 minutes ago. That should be here in a couple hours. Thank you, Bisson, for that one. So I'm gonna get in on this Clubhouse action. No more sitting on the sidelines. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to go. I'm excited for this, man. I'm seeing like TikTok take off and a lot of these other social platforms. This year, I feel like a lot of social change is going to happen with the social media space, not just in crypto, but in social media in general. So this is exciting. I'm excited to jump on the Clubhouse with everybody, see how it goes.
Yeah, we got a lot of amazing comments, man, in the chat that I want Ronin as well as myself to get to here in a second. But Buff, I came to the cocktail stand and you're not here. Like I went to Lad City. I went to the cocktail bar. It's right behind me. Hey, hey,
yeah, that's Jeffrey. Jeffrey, give him the special.
That's Jeff.
Yeah,
Jeff.
I think he's on a break. He hasn't moved in a while.
God damn it. So I'm here, and you decided to go to the shadiest part of Lad City. Mm-hmm. It looks like the shadiest motel that I've ever seen in my life. What's going on?
Well, I can't really tell you about the motel. There's kind of code of conduct here at the No-Tell Motel Holiday Inn. It's very classy. As you can see, there is some bellhops at the front gate there that will help you in the lads No-Tell Motel. I've got an apartment up above here. That's actually my window in my room. I should turn my light off. And then, you got a community dumpster here. And then guess what we got behind here? I'm all over the place. I'm not even going to look behind me anymore. But it's a classy, it's a little dark area in that city. It's, we're going to gentrify it here. We're going to make it big pimping. But yeah, No-Tell Motel. Come check it out.
It looks like there's a vacancy there. It says vacancy, so I might be down as long as you don't like leave to another part of the city.
Good rates.
This past
good rates.
time. But
yeah.
there's a comment in the chat. It says, "When is Ronin getting his green screen?"
Right,
so
I was just going to bring that up.
I'm not in Lad City. I'm not part of the crew. When does Ronin get a green screen? That's an excellent question, man. I think I got to jump on that train here very, very soon. So hopefully soon. TM.
Awesome. You guys are coming through with the craziest comments right now. I'm hearing it looks like Llama's saying the Red Buffalo District. So we got a great name for that part of the city so far, man. Shout out to the Sandbox. We will be doing a lot of cool things with Lad City and the Sandbox coming in. But we do have a ton of shout outs to get to. But before I do that, we've been trying to give away this baby for a little while. We have a COGS starter edition, second edition pack, starter pack. So 30 COGS. We've been trying to give this away for a while. We have miners and nobles. So miners supply liquidity for the Lads token, our social utility token that you guys will be earning today. Those guys have been doing an awesome job filling up our liquidity pool. I think we're somewhere in the vicinity of $160,000 in total assets in that pool. The miners are going to have access to this giveaway, as well as the noble lads who hold, I believe, 5,000 lads or more. So we're going to run the wheel of names. We did a quick thing in the chat, I believe 2 days ago. We've been trying to give this damn thing away forever. But we said, hey, reply to this chat if you're a noble or a miner, and you have the chance to win this COG Starter Edition. So I'm running the wheel of names with the people that replied right now. You guys, we're busting out the wheel names. Buffalo, shield your eyes while we do this.
Well, take a good look, lads.
Oh, no. Loadmaster himself.
Thank you, lads.
Like Load needs any more NFTs than he already has.
Winner.
I swear, he takes home an NFT or something every time there's a giveaway anywhere. He's got the best luck of anyone I've ever come across.
The man doesn't know how to lose. Man. Yeah, he's all about winning.
Thank God.
Awesome. Well, shout out to Loadmaster there. Obviously, he's doing some good things. I'm going to get to the next couple things here. But again, you want to be a miner, you want to be a noble lad and get all these NFT drops, hop into our Discord, check it out. We have a bunch of moderators, a bunch of good lads in there that'll get you set up. So shout out to everybody that's in Lad City right now listening to us. So without further ado, I believe I have to get to what I did this past week, which is participate in Lads Game Night. We are having Lads Gaming as this arm of our Lads City that, we're going to do a ton of different events. I know Easy and Crypto is starting to do one here shortly. We're trying to do some poker. We're trying to do a bunch of things, but Prodigy is actually heading up Lads Gaming. And we had our first game night on Friday. We were in Blancos right there. We had about 8 people partake. We had about 20 people show up to game night. So this is only going to grow. Shout out to Prodigy who hosted this. I'm going to let this go for a little bit because I believe Buff has some clips where I'm just absolutely wrecking the competition. But shout out to everyone that showed up, man. You guys did a great job. We dropped some lads to those that won some competitions. It was a real fun time. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Yep.
Dude,
any comments on my skills here?
Yeah, you were rampage. I think you were on a 6-kill win streak at one point. By the way, I got 0 kills all day during game tonight. So just to put that in perspective for everybody.
It's safe to say Buffalo is not a Blancos aficionado.
Bad. No, I second that one.
Yeah, man. So that's I don't think we want to get to the carnage that was me beating up Llama here in this game. So we'll kind of move on from that. But guys, we're trying to do a lot of cool things with gaming as NFTs make their way into gaming, as crypto gaming becomes more and more mainstream. We're planning on doing a lot of things with Lads Gaming, right? We want to start leagues. Llama, you made it. Llama, this is a low light.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Llama, but I got to finish this sequence. And you got the kill. All right.
So again, we'll move on to the rest of the episode because we do have a ton of stuff to get to, but Lads Gaming is definitely going to be something that we grow. Prodigy is going to be heading that up. So shout out again to him. We'll be doing game night again on Friday, same time. We have yet to pick a game. And then we'll do some poker things. We've been getting some poker comments. We hear you. So we can definitely start a poker round as well. Keep updated in Lad City for that. So without further ado, I think we can get to the episode. Ronin's got some other things to get to, as well as Buffalo talking about Lads Radio immediately following this episode. So I guess we'll go in that order, or you guys figure it out. I'll dump it on you.
Take it away, Ronin.
Yeah, so obviously you guys know what's going on. You guys know what it is. It's NFT Live. We're here every week, every Wednesday. Time is kind of shifting here and there, but we'll get it nice and dialed in as best as we can for you guys. But outside of that, what's most important is that you guys smash the like button, right? Like definitely hit the like button, subscribe if you guys don't mind. If you have a Twitter, like clicking and sharing or retweeting that tweet gets more people involved. The more people who are involved, the better opportunities come our way, the more cool people we get to talk to. These opportunities of being able to chat with CEOs and artists and lead designers and things like that come our way because our community is fucking amazing, right? So continue to be amazing, guys. We really appreciate it. Support the channel by taking a couple seconds to like, subscribe, share. We do appreciate that. Outside of that, I think Buff wants to talk a little bit about Lads Radio.
Sure, why not? If you guys like music, you like crypto, well, we put the two together like peanut butter and jelly. It's a sandwich you need to take a bite of right after this show. Come on to Lad City, which is not really just this area of Lad City. It's a little brighter where Lads Radio is taking place. Lads Radio is about a 2 to 3 hour crazy after party event. From following NFT Live, we go into Lads City in the Discord. We play music. We do a Lads auction for a special NFT. And we really just hang out together, get to drop funny gifs and memes, listen to great music, talk about the NFT space, talk about Lad City, talk about the Lads token, and crypto in general. So come on and hang out after the show directly starts it up, and you'll be listening to my voice along with hopefully some other lads that came on there. Shout out to Find Joy Within, who came on last Lads Radio last week, and she did an interview with me impromptu style. She just jumped on in, and she's very new to crypto, and she was just saying hi and checking in, and I love seeing brave lads that step up to the plate and say hi and introduce yourself. So it's a perfect platform. Come on in, Lads Radio, right after NFT Live.
Awesome, man. Appreciate that update from Lads Radio. Yeah, that will definitely be more closer to where I'm at, probably in Lad City. So I think I might be able to even see the studio somewhere behind me, but we'll figure that out later. Buff will get his new dig set up for Lads Radio in the metaverse shortly. Otherwise, guys, we have an amazing episode. I know it takes us a long time to get to it, but we have amazing pieces of news that actually broke overnight. We also have an interview with Bisson from EOS Nation, as well as DotGems. He heads up a lot of cool projects. He's doing a lot of cool things in the NFT space. We're going to bring him on in the middle of the episode to talk Vancity round 2, as well as what they're doing at DotGems. So a lot of cool stuff happening. I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown because, my God, it is going to be an amazing episode. I'm going to get to, we're both going to touch on flow. What we know about flow is not a lot, because they're not coming out with a lot. I wish we had more. Please, flow, give us anything. We will touch on flow here. We got withdrawals being open. That's an alpha leak for a lot of you guys. TopShot setting records. We got REVV and the Sandbox working together. Obviously, Animoca Brands takes ownership in a little bit of the Sandbox as well. So having the Sandbox and REVV working together makes sense. 100x Art District launch in Decentraland. Pranksy launching NFT Boxes. Bitcoin Origins. Meme Team always coming through. We got an awesome B.20 project coming from the Metapurse team. That's going to be sick. And then I will touch on Aavegotchi mining that they moved recently to Matic. So it looks like they're starting their liquidity mining to incentivize people to move on over to Matic over from Ethereum. So that's going to be about it, guys. That's the episode. Without further ado, I'll bring Ronin in. I think, do we want to touch on real quick, Ronin, we might have a quick switch in the middle of the episode. Who knows? Just be prepared. Maybe Ronan has to go. Maybe he doesn't. Everybody's got their real life things to do. They can't spend all day in Lad City. So that'll be something for that. So without further ado, Ronan, kick it off, man.
Yeah, man. So first up, what we've got is Swyysh. Swyysh launches, and what is Swyysh? Swyysh is basically it's fantasy basketball built on top of the NBA TopShot platform. So what this is about is basically, I was signed in. No. Okay. Of course it doesn't want to work. So I was able to sign in, and I thought be able to show you, but for some reason it's not letting me do that now. Anyways, besides that, basically you sign in, you sign into your NBA TopShot account. That account, whatever moments you have in there are basically your players, and then those moments get put into what they call a collection. You basically submit your collection, and your collection competes against other collections in a fantasy type way. So pretty cool project. I love the fact that it is built on top of a product that's already there, and it kind of shows like how this space can be just forward moving all the time, right? Like I'm sure that Swyysh has nothing to do with NBA TopShot. They just took the tools that were available to them and built something really, really cool. So that is Swyysh. Again, that's NBA TopShot, which is on Flow.
Yeah, it's driving a lot of utility, right? If you have a really good team, and if you don't have a really good team, which me and you looked at each other when this came out, and we're like, our teams don't look too good because basically you have a roster of 5 and based on the collectibles that you have. So if you have Giannis, if you have LeBron, if you have Steph, and you throw them all in and you get more points for getting different things, obviously that's going to help you. So it definitely drives utility to go in the secondary market and try and buy some of this stuff. I actually like this as a way to kind of have an example of how maybe games will look in the future. You kind of have this platform that is NBA TopShot, and you have people building different games that are outside of the dev team that's within that platform, right? So Swyysh, like you said, I don't think they're associated, but they could get funding to build out these cool different games, which is not what you see in Web 2 right now. So really cool stuff. I got a couple questions for you though, Ronin, on Flow. We're waiting. We've heard a lot of stuff that's been happening. I want to quickly point out again that NBA TopShot has passed 300,000 for like the 8th day in a row on Crypto Slam here. So they are absolutely killing the market sales, the secondary market sales. You can see the amount of buyers, the amount of transactions. They're literally about to cross 30 or 3 million in 30 days. And that's probably more front loaded, honestly, what we have right here in the last like 8 days. So a lot of cool stuff happening from NBA TopShot. When is Flow launching? When can we get? I don't want to say it on stream. I'm not going to say what you think I'm going to say, but we have pretty much an announcement from Blocto Swap, which is kind of this. I mean, it's branding itself as the first DEX on Flow. They're talking about trading it. I believe a couple words have been point out on the, I believe, 15th, which is literally in the next 2 days. So we have all these different pieces of information coming in, but nothing specifically from Flow itself. I'm going to pull up on the screen really quick the last thing we've heard from Flow. So they put out on this tweet, this year we want to show you that it's possible to turn crypto mainstream with the help of a vibrant community. You're about to witness unparalleled experiences on Flow. More details to be shared soon. And it goes along with this video. So they're playing it close to the vest. We'll see what happens, but that's where it is right now.
Yeah, I definitely think that like they're gearing up to kind of like open up that blockchain. I know I actually had a meeting with somebody earlier this morning, and they were wanting to build on Flow, and they started the conversation back in like June, and he said that by the time November rolled around, they had so much going on that the team was basically like, we're really trying to like focus on like getting this going to where we can start onboarding more projects like yours, but we're not quite there yet. So as far as I know, that's kind of like where they're at. Obviously I think a lot of developers are really looking forward to like what it offers and being able to maybe take NFTs to a place that, obviously is not so accessible via the other platforms. So I think it's an excellent project. I can't wait till Flow opens up a little bit.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, let me jump in there real quick. For anybody, so in 2 days, on the 15th through the 22nd, if you go to Blocto, you'll be able to buy Flow. So for anybody who's not in, if you would like to learn about this process and join the group, we're going to create a Blocto Flow channel just temporarily for the 7 days while Flow is available here. Llama, myself, Fishy, and a couple other lads will all be in there helping out anybody who's curious on how to even, get it set up and how to purchase. I'm going to be learning on the fly, so come on into Lad City if you're trying to purchase here on the 15th through the 22nd on Blocto. You can buy Flow token.
Awesome, man. Great update there. That's all happening in Lad City. Are they going to need to have a certain amount of lads to get access to that, Buff?
You got to be at least a nomad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it in like that. Yeah, so just set up and become a lad, and then it's gonna be a very basic group just to help anybody. You can post comments in there, and if you have any advice on how well your sale went, or if you're trying to make it and you just need to talk to another lad before you make your purchase, we'll be there to help you.
Okay, awesome, man. All right, well, again, not investment advice when it comes to trading these assets, but we are looking forward to Flow. There's information coming out here or there, but we're excited to have Flow put out more info. I'd love to get the actual announcement from the Flow Twitter themselves as far as Blocto is concerned, but definitely looking forward to that here in the next 2 days. Let's hit a couple comments while we're here, Ronin. We got about 82 in the chat. Let's hit a couple comments. We really have been like flying through what we're trying to get to Steph. So do we have any comments you want to hit on specifically? We have a bunch of congrats Loadmasters. Looks like Canwolf's asking about your headphones there, but there's probably some good questions in here somewhere we could find.
Oh, you're muted there, Ronan.
Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of talk about flow and hype for flow. I see obviously the congratulations. I don't know if I saw like really any questions that we could kind of like directly address
How
in
about
that regard.
Canwolf's? Canwolf is asking Ronin, this is a random question, but
Oh
what
yeah,
headphones are you wearing?
I answered him in chat while you
Oh,
guys
okay.
were
Nice.
talking up the last one. But yeah, they're Arctic Sevens. I love them. They're wireless. They're comfortable. I can't hear anything else going on with the house. You guys probably can. So yeah, they're awesome.
Awesome, man. I guess the comment I'm gonna butcher this name, but the DK Joel Dijukul is saying it's like some type of Norwegian name there. He's saying glad to finally catch a live stream. Please let me know how to say that name. But shout out to everyone that's coming in for the first time. This is NFT Live, the best damn NFT show in crypto. Can't wait to get on to the rest. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of people that are excited for Flow. We've got some Doki Doki guys in the chat trying to get us to say their name. So congratulations to you guys. You won the award today of getting
Doki
me to say
doki.
Doki Doki. So
Doki Doki. We'll talk more about
awesome.
Doki Doki once gas goes down a little
Right.
bit. They were nice enough to send me over some credits, and I think I'm gonna. It looks like a cool project. I'm really into gotchas, so like that's something that I can totally get into. So we'll definitely chat about Doki Doki in the future.
Awesome, man. Well, I've got the next story here. It looks like Sandbox and Rev are working together to launch liquidity mining rewards. We've seen a lot of cool game mechanics and token modeling from the Rev team. This is just one of them. So you see the assets here. It's not totally clear if you'll be able to use the assets that you get as rewards from this in Rev itself, but you can definitely, as you can see here, get Sandbox avatars and assets by joining this pool. So follow me for a little bit here. Basically, you have to add liquidity. If you don't know how to add liquidity, we can maybe talk about that on a whole nother video. But if you can add liquidity, you take the LP tokens that you get from adding and then use that to enter a pool for the available 500 NFTs. So you can see here, the liquidity mining event is the only means to earn these rare NFTs, which have an availability cap at a total of 500. The NFT types are car, driver, bike, and rider, which you can see there. This is going to last, and let me make sure I'm not saying anything. It's going to last from the 13th, which I believe is today, to February 9th. That is 4 weeks, 28 days, or 4 weeks or 28 days. And basically at the end, you start to earn, at the end, you'll be able to spend this. So let's see if we can't go into this link. This is where you'll be able to stake. You'll start earning the token, which they've codenamed REDP. And at the end, you can spend these REDP in the same way that you maybe spend pineapples on meme. I know I'm going so far down the rabbit hole that if you don't know what the hell we're talking about, basically you're staking for the chance to get some of these rare NFT assets as opposed to buying them. So again, Rev's done a lot of cool things as far as NFTs are concerned. This is just another way that you can get really cool assets by joining a liquidity pool. We'll touch on Aavegotchi later, how they're adding incentives for liquidity mining as well. So shout out to the Rev team. Shout out to Yacht Su. Someone mentioned that I actually am saying that incorrectly for the
Oh
longest time. So
no!
it's Yacht Su. And thank you, Yacht, for not like on stream
Correcting
telling
you
me that I'm
live.
doing it right. So yeah, that is Rev and Sandbox, and then we'll hit the next story.
Yep. So next up, we are talking a little bit about the 100x Art District. So this, if you guys keep up with the metaverse, the 100x Art District is a portion of land that was specifically put aside for art collectors, artists. There's Pranksy's got a plot there, Beeple's got a plot there, Whale's got a plot there. I'm pretty sure there's some really dope stuff going on in this space. But long story short, they are officially launching that district. Okay, and if you want a little preview of what that looks like. This is actually live inside the district. This is the 100x district. It is a little intensive when you first drop in, right? So, because it's loading like a ton of stuff. But you've got like this plot here. It's owned by William Savis. He's a big collector. They've got some really, really cool stuff. It's a bad time of day in the game, but I'll kind of leave this here. You can see that one actually kind of moves. So it's going to be on the last weekend of the month. It goes through the whole weekend. There's going to be lots of events, lots of artists, lots of collectors kind of doing all types of stuff, lots of really cool builds being done. But a little bit of Lads Alpha, will be going throwing an event that weekend as well. That is going to be a little bit different, something that's not really been done in the space before, and it is going to give a little bit of utility to those lads. So there's more to come on that information. We're kind of solidifying the end details of where we're hosting it, what time we're going to host it. Once we lock that in, we've got some amazing artists taking part and collaborating with us on this, and I think that you guys are really, really going to be surprised with what we've got coming to you. So 100X Art District launching the last weekend of the month. You guys are going to want to be there. It's going to be either Friday or Saturday, and we'll be hosting an event that is going to be a blast.
Yeah, Rona's given us some sneak peeks on some of the art that's lads themed on the Ethereum blockchain, and they look amazing. I cannot wait to actually get this going and get this in front of you guys, man. Rona gave us a sneak peek last night, so it's going to be great, man. Lads are definitely going to have NFT focuses. You know, and what we're doing with lads is obviously crypto wide, but NFTs is one of the growing industries. Obviously, we're here on NFT Live, so can't wait to get that going, man. It's going to be amazing. All right, so I got the next piece here. Steph's probably like waiting in the wings, like, when the heck am I coming on? But we got a couple more pieces to get to. We had a couple questions as well. Orlando saying, if you made a sale through NBA TopShot, can you use that money to buy flow tokens through their app? So again, they're playing a lot of the information close to the vest. I don't know if you'll be able to transfer. I don't know if you'll be able to transfer the credits immediately to like a Blockdo swap or something like that that's on chain, but you actually have the withdrawals open now. So if you made sales on NBA TopShot, I know a lot of people have been complaining that you couldn't take the USD out, but the Beard actually let me know that Dmitry Chesnikov, who's been on the channel many times, shout out to the Beard, he was letting me know that you can actually withdraw USD now. So you can take the USD, not investment advice, and then move that into the Flow blockchain once it's live and then participate that way. So a lot of good stuff there. Llama's saying it'd be cool if Rev NFTs help add bonus to the game. Yes, certainly. So shout out to Fishy as well, who just joined us. We got 90 in the chat. Love what I'm seeing from you guys tonight. 125 is the all-time high. But I do have the story. So I want to get on to this. Pranksy is announcing NFT boxes. So this is amazing. He's basically launching a subscription service. Not many, again, along the lines of Flow, there's not a lot of information given as far as what is going to happen with this long term. I believe Robert Hugendorn, who runs Play to Earn, asked him a couple questions in these tweets, so we can go through these here in a second. But the digital collector Pranksy has revealed a loot box project for digital collectibles and crypto art, which he named NFT Boxes. It looks like there will be 500 editions, so there looks like there will be a small, or I guess a limited supply of these. According to Pranksy, the very first loot box for NFT boxes will have 500 editions. Each of these comes with a combination of collectibles, assets, and crypto art. Pranksy is aiming to deliver 10 to 12 items per box. So it looks like he made this announcement on Twitter here, and I believe Play to Earn was able to ask some questions here, some interesting questions, and he was able to answer. So you can see the questions here that he was able to ask, and then the answer here. Lots of news to come. 500 NFT boxes for round one. Genesis box, monthly intervals, no subscription at launch, just per box basis. Percentage is private and will vary on box. And he's also estimating that he's going to spend 40% of all the, I guess, revenue here on actually minting. So tough luck for people trying to do NFTs on Ethereum right now, but definitely cool to see from Pranksy. He's a big guy in the space, getting a lot of NBA TopShot news these days. But yeah, did you have any thoughts there, Ronin? That's a pretty cool project.
Dude, I think it's awesome, man. I think obviously like Pranksy, he's a huge collector. He's done a lot of really cool things. I think that like anyone who's in the space should know his name, if not just to know like his story, right? Like he deposited $600 a few years ago. The man's goal was to hit 100 ETH, and he just hit 100 ETH like within the last couple of months, right? But it was all from like that seed, and all he's done is like gotten in and out of projects. Granted, when you listen to the interview, you realize that he did game the system a little bit with F1, which essentially made him quite a fat bag. But outside of that, like, you know, I think that you should definitely be watching what he's doing. He's doing some really cool things. He also has access to a lot of artists. So if you're really into like the art side of NFTs, then that's probably going to be worth the purchase. I do wish that I would have picked up the Pranksy Advent calendar. The artists that he worked with there were excellent. I think he even had a Ferocious piece in there, man. So definitely it's something you guys are going to want to check into.
Awesome, man. All right. Yep. Yeah, we got two more stories, guys, and then we're going to flow into Vancity. But Ronin's got Bitcoin Origins. here, but yeah, we can flow into this.
Yep. So, and Q, I don't know if you saw that message, but unfortunately, I do have a hard stop in 5 minutes.
Okay.
So, Bitcoin Origins, they did come out and ask, "Are you guys ready for Moment 3?" And I say, "Hell yeah, we are." So they announced Moment 3 is actually going to be the first transaction. So this is going to be the moment when Satoshi Nakamoto sent the first peer-to-peer transaction to Hal Finney for a total of 10 Bitcoin. And they say, "This one's for you, Hal." The art, just like all the rest of the art, is some of the best that I've seen when it comes to NFT collectibles. This project is super effing cool. The team behind it is super cool. The fact that they've got this story going, the fact that they've got this Bitcoin Easter egg hunt going, the fact that they're super involved with their community and their Telegram. They do drops in there where if you like do certain things, you can get some of these cool sketch cards, right? That are super rare compared to some of the other stuff. So this is going to be another excellent moment, man. I got I think it was like a propagation or something, I think, from the last drop, and I didn't really want to post it, so I posted it for some astronomical amount, because it's like, that's how I do. Like sometimes I'll just post it up for a really high amount and be like, hey, if somebody pays that much, I won't be hurt, but I don't really want to let this one go. So excellent project, excellent artwork. They're coming strong for Moment 3. The team, I talked to the team about that last drop, and they were like, look, like we know, like we've got to put a little more what's it called? There needs to be more cards, right? There needs to be more cards. There needs to be more packs. They sold out in under like 30 seconds, all 3 or 4 blocks. So super cool project. Keep up with it.
Awesome, man. Speaking of cool projects, I want to fly through this because I want to give a good shout out to Ronin before he goes. So we've got the meme team coming through. They're working with Jose Delbo. This looks like a great piece, man. It went for 52 meme, which at current price, I believe is somewhere in the vicinity of $20,000. This was an awesome piece. Obviously, Jose has made some rounds with the different pieces that he's done. Specifically, I believe the Batman piece went for around 100K, something of that nature. But it looks like this piece that is animated, you can see a little bit of the actual picture that's being moved around. Meme Man went for 52. So always want to give a shout out to the meme team. They do a great job over there. Shout out to Jordan Lyle as well. Appreciate everything he's done for ourselves and what they're doing for the NFT industry.
Real quick in chat, I want to call this out. So Cryptoad is in chat, and he's actually the one who solved the puzzle to unlock Moment 3. So that's a cool part. Sorry, I don't want to like backtrack, but I thought we should give him a shout out, man. That's somebody who did something really cool. So Bitcoin Origins, like to unlock like the next like part of the story or the next moment that they're going to drop, they actually put out these like quizzes, or not quizzes, but these puzzles and stuff like that. So big shout out to Cryptoad for cracking the one that got us Moment 3, because I'm ready for it. Thank you, sir.
That's sick. Jordan's gonna find you, man. You hijacked the meme story here, but anyways, it looks like we got a lot of meme teams in the chat. There's a bunch of pineapples being thrown around. So again, shout out to the meme guys. They're consistently doing great work, man. Consistently doing great work. Can't wait to see kind of what they build out there. They are one of the reasons why NFTs kind of are where they're at right now. That big after DeFi summer and transitioning into fall, they were right there kind of at the forefront of making NFTs what they are today. But we got 106 in the chat before we go to Vancity. I have to, Ronin, you did a great job today under the circumstances, man. He is bringing you awesome content and has a lot to deal with in IRL, as we say in the gaming space. So definitely want to give you a shout out there, Ronin. You're trucking through, and I appreciate you coming on today and delivering the goods, man.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, man. And look, man, lads for life. You guys know how it is. Our vibe, our tribe. I'm sorry that I have to run. Got to take care of some real life stuff, but I'll be back next week, obviously. And we do hope to be bringing you guys more content, more throughout the week, more maybe a little varied, right? I really want to kick up that the artist spotlight again. So look for more content from us. If you're on Clubhouse, look me up at Ronin DACC. And then, yeah, man. So we appreciate it.
Always be shilling. Awesome, man. Take it easy. All right, guys. I guess I'm full screen while Buffalo makes the magician work happen. But appreciate you guys showing up today. We have, I believe, 107 in the chat. One of the coolest things that comes with NFT Live, and as we grow, what we've seen is like big time founders kind of coming in. So we have Jordan Lyle in the chat. We have Robert Hogendorn, the founder of Play to Earn Online, in the chat. It's awesome to see a lot of these founders kind of come in and chat with us. So definitely shout out to you guys. Shout out to all the lads that are here today. We will be dropping lads rewards links here in a moment so that you can rank up in Lad City and do all the cool shit that we're planning in 2021. Buffalo, how's it going down there in Lads Ghetto?
I had a couple people come up to me and try to steal my mic and my hat, but so far they're leaving me alone. It's just part of the street rep here down in the ghetto.
Awesome. Well, Steph is like banging on the doors to let me in. So It looks like Ronin did not want to interview you at all, Steph. But how are you doing today, man? Let's bring him up here and let's talk about Vancity. Let's talk about DotGems. What's going on, Steph?
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for having me on. Super excited to be here. You guys have an amazing episode so far. I've been learning tons of stuff, tons of NFT hype going on. It's great. And yeah, so thanks for having us on. Like you mentioned, we're doing our second release of Vancity Outbreak. For those of you who weren't here for the first time, Vancity is a graphic novel that we're publishing as an NFT collectible series on Wax. So what we're doing is we're taking the best pieces of content and art from that graphic novel. We're creating an NFT series, and we're adding even more innovations on top of it this time. So we've increased the quality and quantity of art and technology that we're using to bring this series and to pack as much value as possible for people who are into zombies, into NFTs on Wax, and that. And so if you liked our first series, you'll definitely love this one. What I'm most excited about is our new NFT battle smart contract that we're about to try out with this Vancity release. So what we're gonna do is people who join our episode 2 release, they're going to get some zombies and some humans in as part of their NFTs, and you'll be able to send them in to battle other humans, other zombies. And on top of that, we're also introducing weapons this time. So we'll be airdropping a ton of weapons to various holders of our previous sets, to collectors who were able to collect stickers and posters, some of which we're giving out to the lads today. And so then from there, we're dropping weapons. You'll be able to use your weapons to power up your humans and your zombies. And now this NFT battle is high stakes. So if you lose your battle, you lose your NFT. We'll be burning all the power-ups. We're burning the losing NFTs. The winners get their NFT back, and they also get their kill NFT backed with Wax. So on top of this battle, we're adding a prize pool to incentivize people to get in there, join the battle. So we'll be giving away $1,000 worth of Wax-backed NFTs to everyone who joins the battle and gets in there with us.
Yeah, man. I when we talked prior to the episode and I was asking you about what's going on in NFTs, all this stuff, you're like, dude, we're super heads down with what we're doing at DotGems and what we're releasing here with Vancity. So I've got the Twitter piece pulled up right here that shows kind of what you guys are doing kind of in text form, kind of what you just went over. So obviously I showed some pieces of art as well, some of the higher quality pieces of art, which I think is a great upgrade in version 2 here. But $1,000 prize pool is pretty cool. I think we can get into how the weapon system works. Like I believe you send your assets from your own Wax wallet to a contract or to your wallet, and then based on a randomization contract, you get something back. Therefore, you can then burn it for Wax. Is that kind of how that works?
Yeah, exactly. So we're trying to keep it as simple as possible because we know there's tons of stuff going on. People don't have time to keep track of all the promos all over the place. So we're keeping it very simple. Basically, you'll have your NFTs and you'll send them to our battle contract address. You'll have to send them in the right order, right? So weapons cannot be used by zombies. So those can only be sent in after humans. All those details will be more clearly announced after our sale in the week leading up to the battle. But yeah, so you just send in your battles. We'll have probably a week-long battle. So every 24 hours, there's going to be a battle. People send in their NFTs for 24 hours, and then there's the battle, the results. We burn some NFTs. We send some winning, kill NFTs, back some Wax, and then get at it, and that'll last about a week. At the end of the week, the people who have accumulated the most kill NFTs are going to earn our collector's edition, the prize jewel of the series. and the lowest mint will be awarded to the highest accounts with the most kills. Also, to reward our season 1 holders, because we dropped a ton of NFTs in season 1, we basically had 20,000 ready to go. Regardless of how many drops we sold, we airdropped the whole collection. So people have duplicates, people have extras. You'll be able to send these into battle to boost your characters, burn those bad boys, get some kills. And so we think it's going to be super fun. I'm curious to know how people are going to react. You know, these are people going to actually just try to collect the set of weapons, or are they going to send them in for the kills and for the glory of the collector's edition, low mints? So we're really excited to see how it all goes. We've been sharing, we're testing right now with our Animal Rumble to make sure everything, the smart contracts are all on point, everything's working fine. It's really good so far. And the way we've built this, the way Denis, you know, EOS Nation CTO, smart contract, EOSIO genius, he built a really great product for us, and it's extremely customizable. So if you have a collection that you're running on Wax, you'd like to use our contract to battle your NFTs, that's definitely something that's possible. Will be, you know, so I sent out some teasers to some people, and immediately they're like, hey, could we add this? Could we do this? Can we add this functionality? And so clearly this thing is going to grow to more than what it is right now. I really like what it is right now. It's simple. It works. It's fully on-chain as well. So so it's fully on-chain smart contract. You're going to get notifications. If you look up your account on Block Explorers, you'll be able to see, oh yeah, he received my zombie and some power-ups. Whatever it is, we'll have a Telegram bot that's going to be sharing the battle, sharing the results. So it should be really fun. I've not heard of anything like this happening before on Wax, and that's something we want to keep doing in the future. So DotGems is the NFT publishing house that EOS Nation has started. It's led by myself and Martin, who's also been working for EOS Nation for quite some time. He's an actual artist. He's our art director. He has the artistic vision. I'm not very stylistic or art connoisseur, but so I leave that up to him. But what we're looking to do with DotGems is continue to innovate in the space and continue to bring, you know, new products to market. So this graphic novel was very unique. This idea came to us because Reed, the artist, didn't have a distribution method for his passion project that is Vancity. And so NFTs actually helped solve that business problem of him having, he couldn't really print it, it's too costly to distribute physically. And then you know, he was talking to a friend of ours, one of our ambassadors in Vancouver. He reaches out to me, he's like, hey Steph, does this make sense? We ran it, we had a blast doing it, the community enjoyed it, and now we're going all in on NFTs. We're working with other artists to bring new releases in 2021. We're working with a gallery in Germany, which is where Martin comes from. So Martin is an actual artist. He's published in galleries. He was introduced to crypto when someone bought his piece for $300 of Bitcoin. That's how he first got into crypto. And now it's going full circle. Now we're going back, crypto and art, merging it all together. And yeah, we're pretty excited for 2021. There's a lot of things to do. I can't keep up anymore with everything that's going on. That's why tuning in to NFT Live is so great. You guys give us the rundown on what's going on. And yeah, I'm super excited for 2021. And then the final thing or pillar for DotGems is the metaverses, right? So when we were planning out DotGems in the last few months, we're asking ourselves, okay, NFTs are great. It's absolutely blowing up, but where's this going? Where's the evolution going? How can we position ourselves to take advantage of these trends, right? Which is something that I've been thinking about all the time for the last 4 years since I joined crypto. So we think, you know, obviously VR metaverses, it's the next evolution of NFTs. We'll be bringing our NFTs in VR. We'll be wearing our hats. We'll be battling our zombies, whatever it is. So we've been buying land on all these metaverses. We'll be releasing our first exhibition this weekend on Crypto Voxels. So it's going to be a Vancity themed exhibition. You can come in, walk around our gallery, check out the art that will be included in the release. And yeah, we look forward to continuing to build on these metaverses. I know you guys are planning stuff in there too. Yeah, it's all very exciting.
I want to get to Buff here because I know he's got a lot of things, but you just mentioned it. Metaverse, Lad City, Sandbox, Lad City outbreak. You can see the connection. Maybe we can work something out down the line. It looks like Buff's area that he's in right now. Go ahead.
Of not hanging out in Lad City with you guys right now. I'm in this temporary shared bedroom here that we're in a transition period in our life. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to joining your metaverses and seeing what you guys are up to as well.
I love that, man. Thanks for the shout out. It looks like the area that Buff is in would be like the first outbreak like section. That would definitely be the place that gets overrun.
Outbreak area for sure.
But Buff, you got anything, man?
I think I need to relocate, go back to NFT Live's headquarters, man. It's getting a little sketchy out here. Yeah, we talked about within Lad City, which will be in the Sandbox to start, a zombie invasion, right? We were like, what if we had an event where the whole city is nice and calm until almost like a purge episode, you know, for that day where you guys come on in and Vancity invades Lad City. So I love it, man. I'm very excited to go into the Crypto Voxels and check out your guys' first like exhibition there. And great model, man. I think
the possibilities are literally endless to where this is going to go. And, you know, the more I'm talking about our projects that we're working on, the more other projects reach out. They're like, oh, that's a great idea. Maybe we can collaborate this way. Maybe we can do your collection versus my collection battle. And you know, those are all things I'm sure are going to happen in 2021 and other things that we haven't even considered yet. And that's why the space is super exciting and super fun to operate in as well, because of, you know, all of you guys out there in the chat, out there building, out there collecting. I've had a blast meeting a ton of people in the last year. It's been fun.
That's awesome, Steph. Yeah, awesome. Like people building this space is what we're all about as well. And you're definitely one of them. So thanks for coming on. We do have 110 in the live chat right now. We're almost about to hit all-time highs here at 125. So keep those numbers going up. Please leave a like, leave a subscribe. NFT Live, the best NFT show in crypto. For those people that are here right now, 110, and those that are in Lad City in our Discord, to which the link is below, we're going to do a little giveaway. And I kind of want to have you do the giveaway so I don't step over my words here. You know best. I think we're doing 25, but can you break out the details and then I'll explain how they're going to win it? Sure.
So we've been giving away stickers and posters leading up to this release. They're very exclusive. There's only 25 of each of these. So they're very rare and they're only given to people who interact with our communities. So we'll be giving out 25 of those to some lads. And then later on today and leading up to the battle, I'll be airdropping weapons to people who are holding our stickers, our posters, and also our Vancity, our DotGems Evangelist collection, which we might not have time to get into, but if you look us up on Twitter at .gems_, you can find out more about this collection that we're doing. It's not for sale. You can only earn it by interacting. And then you'll also stay posted on all of our future projects that we're working on for 2021.
Awesome, man. All right, so this is how it's going to go. We're about to reach all-time highs, but we're going to do this giveaway first before we drop the Lads rewards. If you are in Lad City, our Discord right now, we'll give you about 10 seconds, 15 seconds to get in. The way we're going to do this is we're going to drop a word, a phrase in the main chat specifically. So I'm going to give you about 5 or 10 more seconds to get in there. The link is there. The mods will set you up. And what phrase do they need to say again, Steph? What are we saying, making them say?
The zombies are coming.
The zombies are coming. The first 25 that put the zombies are coming in main chat will win this NFT piece that then gets airdrop rewards too. So definitely cool stuff. I can hear it in my ear. I'm not pulling up the Discord right now, but I'm sure main chat is blowing up. The zombies are coming in main chat, first 25. We want to do it on YouTube, but it's wonky and people get upset. So yeah. Steph, it was amazing today to have you. Hopefully you can stay tuned after the episode. We do Lads Radio. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. One last thing I want to mention. We're doing a what's on your left game. You know, like, oh, the zombies are coming. What's on your left? I guess I got a water bottle as a weapon. And so people are sharing pictures in our Telegram group, and then we choose our favorite. We vote on our favorite, and then we're incorporating that weapon into the game. So you have a chance of getting your own silly weapon or item into the game, and then we're awarding the #1 mint of that weapon to the owners of the picture. So just another thing, we're trying to be creative, stay fun, and you know, keep the community engaged.
Awesome, man. Well, our community is engaged right now. The zombies are coming. If Buffalo wants to pull up my screen, I have it now. You can see that there are a ton of people that decided they wanted to take part in this.
There
And
you go.
XPlow, shout out to XPlow. He was there first. So we got a ton of people. We'll take the top 25. Hopefully none of our moderators delete anybody's messages or anything like that. Buffalo, keep your hands off the keyboard. But we are going to take the top 25 and we'll direct message you guys for the wax address, and then we'll get that over to Steph. So bada bing, bada boom. That is, I don't know why that just came out of my mouth, but that is the final for Vancity, for DotGems. Cannot wait to see what you guys are doing with adding to DotGems in that umbrella.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on, guys, and keep up the great work.
Take care, man.
Awesome,
Appreciate you.
Boom.
Zombies.
What's up?
The zombies are coming, man. I feel like I need to go indoors.
Awesome, man. Well, guys, I don't know if we hit all-time highs. We were about 116. We need to hit 125 to hit that all-time highs so that we can get you that second rewards link. We have an absolutely breaking story and an amazing story, probably the biggest story from the week. I want to get to that here in a second, but Buff, what do you think about Vancity? What do you think about Steph, DotGems? I think we dropped a lot of information on what we're planning on doing, but we should do some cool things here in the future.
I love it. I feel like The Walking Dead almost burned out the zombie genre when they just drove that show into the ground. If you're still watching The Walking Dead, I don't know how you're doing it, but I love zombies, so I feel like this could be the year for the zombie comeback, and especially in metaverses. I love the attitude that Steph has, man. Really going and saying we're gonna have a place in every metaverse. I have that same kind of vibe where I want to dabble in each one of these layouts because each metaverse is gonna have a different type of feel, and some of these could be virtual reality. Can you imagine a virtual reality zombie invasion where everybody's running and you're just panicking as if it was real? I'm all about that. At Lad City, yeah, zombie invasions are coming to Lad City, y'all. Prepare now.
Awesome, dude. And honestly, the conversation I had with Steph was the Sandbox, yes. Because how can I say this? The crypto voxel setting, Somnium space setting is awesome, but the scale, what you can do with gamification, is on another level in the Sandbox. So we can't wait to do that. It looks like we got a lot of new lads in Initiate Landing. So shout out to everyone who tried to join on the Zombies is Coming in Initiate Landing when it should have been main chat. Unfortunate, but that's why you need to be here for next week because we do these every week. We are absolutely having an amazing episode, and this is going to take it over the top. B.20, a project by MetaPurse. And I don't want to overstate this, but this is one of the coolest things that I've seen come through as my computer decides to kind of lose contact right when I'm trying to break the biggest story in all of crypto.
Wow.
I'm going to look. Yeah, it's an amazing story, right? It's an amazing story, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really... I have zero words for that story. Until then,
I want to see. It might be.
Let me take a look at the comments while you figure out what's going on with your computer there, bro. Oh, look at that. Never mind. It just popped up.
Boom. B.20 and Metapalooza. So this is basically one project, okay? MetaPurse purchased the $2.2 million Beeple collection that made the rounds last month. It was absolutely blowing the previous records out of the water. There were so many cool moments, and all of this was packaged and packaged, interestingly enough, like within Infinity, I believe they're called like Infinity. Oh God, I don't want to pull over my words here, guys, but basically this team, MetaPurse, is launching B.20, which is a way to fractionalize and allow people to own that piece. So essentially what they're doing with B.20, and the way that they explain this later in the article, is they want people to be able to own the Mona Lisa. And they also want to be able to create the Louvre that it's shown in. So what you have here is B.20 explaining that they were the people who obviously obviously bought this Beeple collection, but they don't want to hide it away in vaults. You can see it right here. They want to democratize. They want to make public. They want all of this that's happening in the NFT space to expand to the public. So allowing democratized access and ownership to big pieces that cost upwards of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars to anyone is going to be an amazing, I think what they call a cultural renaissance. I would probably not, I mean, that's really dramatic, but I would say that that's going to push the NFT space forward to allow these large pieces to be owned and democratized by smaller investors, and then get real-time price feeds, right? If you fractionalize, we talked about this multiple times. If you fractionalize NFTs, you can get real-time price feeds that you don't get when you can only sell one asset at a time. So along with this piece, this B20 project that they're launching 3 separate museums in Crypto Voxels, Somnium Space, and Decentraland. And they're working with Crypto Voxels to get this done, or Crypto Architects to get this done. And they're launching Metapalooza. So like story after story after story here. The B20 launch party is happening, and Blau is hosting this on January 23rd in all 3 metaverses. So this is a ridiculous story. I think it's a really cool idea to fractionalize these big NFTs and allow ownership, and therefore like more spot trading and just like higher transactions. And it just brings a lot more trading into the space. It brings more investing into the space. It brings more publicity. I just can't say enough about how cool this project is. They go on to talk about it here further. I can kind of read off here, but we've got why B20, why Metapalooza. We want to change the game. We were inspired by the idea of not only being able to own historic artwork like the Mona Lisa, but also be able to own your own museum that it was displayed in, and then sharing that ownership and experience with the public. That's the purpose of B20. So, wow. Mm-hmm. What a I don't even know where to start. What a freaking cool story. Drop your comments there. What do you think, Buff?
This is the year. It's just beginning, man. This is the year for the metaverse. This is the year for a lot of people who've probably not even really owned any crypto to suddenly just immerse themselves in these worlds. And it's, I mean, you look at the browsers on the internet, and that's how I look at metaverses. Metaverses are like websites now, essentially. We're going to start moving into that space where a website is old school, right? A metaverse plot is how you have your website. That's, you have it interactive. You literally can jump into a lot of these projects and own a piece of it and have recurring passive income. Like, I love it, man. This is big right here.
It's absolutely huge. We have a couple comments coming through. Llama saying the Meta Lisa. We got some big collabs. Easy's talking about Metapurse. Looks like Brian is asking, is it like stock shares for the Mona Lisa? Yes. In short, it would be. So you have these large pieces that can be sold off in pieces, and therefore be able to kind of, one, change the real-time price feed of what that's worth. Because if you're buying 1% of that piece, and for whatever you buy it for, that updates actually the actual overall price. So there's a couple different things that I want to go through that actually break down the details. It looks like there will be B20 tokens. So these tokens are actually the keys which you'll unlock your ownership. So if I can go into it here, there will be 1.6 million B20 tokens available for purchase at 36 cents per token in the public sale on whalestreet.xyz. That's going to be on the 23rd. So it looks like it's going to be at the same time. There's an alpha drop for you. At the same time that Metapalooza is going on. We can go into what the actual keys are for, but basically they're allowing you to purchase these fractionalized portions of NFTs. I know they kind of go into it. Again, new projects, so we'll get more and more information as we go. But basically, these tokens will act as keys that allow you the access to the fractionalized NFTs. So, man, there's an RSVP in the description. A lot of cool stuff. I could talk for days on what's going on here. It looks like CryptoAd is going to auction himself off, and do we want a piece of him? It depends on the price, but you drive a hard bargain, I might be able to do that. Maybe the lads can purchase a piece here.
All right, we'll start the betting out here. 10 lads have a crypto ad, and 10 lads going once, twice sold to the man on the top lounge. 10 lads, crypto.
Listen, man, I'm up here. Buffalo's in the ghetto. I don't know how much lads he has. It looks like he
not a lot if I'm down
came
here.
on tough times.
Yeah, you don't bring a lot of lads down to this street. You won't leave with them.
Okay, awesome, man. We got some people putting the zombies are coming in the actual YouTube chat. That actually happened in Lad City. So unfortunately, that is going to be over. The 25 people got it. So unless you just want to say that randomly, you can do that. But we got 110, guys. Let's hit all-time highs, 125. I will drop both lads links when we hit that. I'll drop obviously one link before. I'm not going to keep you guys hanging. But man, again, B20, Metapurse, all of this cool stuff that's being done with NFTs. This is the year. It looks like we might have an information. The last piece of information I'll give to you is basically what they're looking at with these tokens. So it's important to note that we're fractionalizing ownership, not the assets themselves. So that makes perfect sense. You're not going to actually break the piece up, but you're going to fractionalize the ownership. These fractions will be available as 1.6 million B20 tokens and can be referred to as the keys to the digital vault. So that's the piece there. Really cool stuff. I don't know how else to say it, but Beeple is going to be a long-term player in this space as well. I believe he's going to show up for that Metapalooza party hosted by Blau. A lot of good stuff happening. So that is the story. Do you have anything else, Buff, that you want to touch on? I've got an Aavegotchi mining piece, but do we want to hit some comments before we do that and then close out for Lads Radio?
For sure. Yeah. Again, you guys, if you're new here, right after NFT Live, we're going to be going into Lad City, which is in our Discord right now. We'll drop that link here in the comment section. You go into the Discord, you sign up, you get your Roll wallet. It's free. You get your Roll wallet set up. You get your first Lads token. Then you can come and hang out in Lad City with everybody. You can receive free Lads either by tip or by links that we drop in there, along with NFT tokens. There's a lot of giveaways, but they're only for nomads and above. To be a nomad, you have to have at least one Lad token, which all you have to do is set up your wallet. It's really that easy. So if you're new here, we do shows throughout the week, different shows, and then we go back into Lad City right after the show. And today, right after the show, is the Lads Radio, which is about 2 to 3 hour radio broadcast of groovy tunes. Great chats with people in Lad City about Lad's token, about crypto, about NFTs, about the zombies coming to horde over Vancity, Lad City, and also just giving you guys kind of the updates of what's going on. There's so much going on, but at the same time, letting you listen to some groovy music. So if you're at work, you got Lad's Radio in your ear. Well, you're not at work anymore, man. You're in Lad City. So that's how I look at it. I'm just trying to entertain, have a good time with you guys on Lad's Radio following this show, and we'll also have a NFT auction. And during Lads Radio, we will tell you what special NFT that you can only buy in Lads tokens. So for all you OG Lads out there, another reason to put your Lads tokens to use.
Awesome, man. So we got a couple questions here in the chat. It looks like, let's see. What's the date of the sale? It's going to be on this same day, Saturday, January 23rd, 2021, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. Let's see. What is the max supply? It looks like they had told us the max supply was 1.6 million tokens. Maybe that's not correct. Maybe they're not. Maybe we need to get the token model and the token economics out in front of us. That might just be what's available for purchase on that day. Again, this is a very new project. I think there's going to be more and more information put out, but good to see you. Again, you can RSVP to that event down at the bottom. Manila Crypto's in the house. Who else do we got? We got 110. Louis in the house. Easy's talking. Orlando is talking about fractionalized ownership. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Awesome, man. This is really cool. Thank you so much for stopping by today. We got 110 in the chat. We're going to finish up with some Aavegotchi. So Aavegotchi obviously is moving to Matic. They were all set for their launch there. I believe last week Monday, and that's when the bugger that is Ethereum gas fees kind of hit. I believe it was like 400, 500 Gwei at the time to send through transactions and things like this. So they actually pushed their launch date back, and then eventually made the announcement that they're moving to Matic, which is a layer 2 on top of Ethereum. So it looks like Ghost Token is live on Matic. They're introducing a lot of cool staking and liquidity mining incentives here. So we can break this down, but if you are in the Ghost ecosystem and you hold Ghost or you hold Matic, this is an absolutely amazing way to get an increasing amount of assets or take part in these different events. It's just basically their loss is your gain on that portion. So we have a little bit of information here. It looks like 50,000 USD in migration rewards will be made available beginning on January 29th. They also have some proposals coming through that is going to increase the amount of DAI, so USD essentially, that would be available for these staking rewards. They're trying to put that proposal in motion. But basically, Matic, as well as QuickSwap, which is Matic's equivalent of Uniswap on their network, they're also offering incentives. So as you can see here, our good friends at Matic have also promised to match our 50,000 USD worth of Ghost with an equal amount of Matic. So it brings the total to 100 USD. And then QuickSwap on top of that is offering 1,000 Quick in rewards per day to LPs. One Quick is now worth $220. So that's like $2,200, I believe, a day that you can receive. So basically, if you hold Ghost token and you want to take part in this, this is starting on January 29th. This is going to be awesome. Again, their loss, your gain. It looks like Matic as well as QuickSwap are trying to incentivize usage on their network. So good stuff. Got anything, Buff?
Just going over the questions here. I know we came super close to the all-time high. I think I saw 117, 118. Looks like we're around 113 right now. So maybe we'll just kick around for a little bit and talk about the meaning of life or whatever we need to do to hit these all-time highs here. Got a couple questions here. XY was asking about, is it different from the Ghost token on the Ethereum chain?
Yeah, I believe that's a good question. As they merge over, I believe there will probably be a old Ghost token on the Ethereum chain that will likely be traded publicly. Obviously when this occurs, if you don't do this, it's not like you lose all of the value of the Ghost token that you hold. It's just if you want to participate in their ecosystem, you'll be using this transition to Matic. So I don't foresee you losing the ability, but with this transition, what will likely happen is you burn or lock or whatever bridge process that they have set up, you'll be able to only have one or the other.
Yeah, and Easy in Crypto is saying, don't migrate your Ghost to Matic yet. There's a vote soon you'll need on them for Ethereum still for the vote. So a little info there.
Yeah, definitely. So they mentioned in bold that they want people's help on this proposal like multiple times. So if you would like to see more liquidity incentives like this in the future, please support our DAO proposal to increase the tap to 150,000 DAI per month. So I know we have a lot of technical guys in the chat as well. If you want to drop your comment and let us know, obviously we're live. Whenever we get questions, we'd love to answer them fully, but sometimes we obviously don't have all the time to go into it on stream. Let's see. Balas is saying, get your grandmas on the link, men. We need to destroy the all-time high. We're getting close. Like Buff said, we're going to stay here for a couple more minutes. Looks like they got me to say Doki Doki one final time here on the stream. So that is, again, the story. Thanks for coming on, Easy, and talking about a little bit of their proposals that are going on. So I think that's about it. What an episode today. I wish we would have had hit all-time highs, but I think honestly, this is one of our best episodes that we've had. So
let's check out a Hawaiian lad here, Orlando's question. When we experience our next bear market, do you guys think NFTs will hold their value through the crypto winter? I've talked about this with friends where I tell them, there's the separate markets, right? And you have the NFT ecosystem. The space is growing like crazy this year that I tell them, even if we're in a bear market, man, like your one of ones are still one of ones. And that's what I tell them. But in my theory, I feel like it's a good hedge to have investments on both sides. So in the bear market, you can still stay active in the NFT space, especially in new sales and things. There's still going to be so many that are released, and then if there's no more, that value is still going to be there. And like packs, right? We were talking about this with packs on different sales. The values of packs are pretty well that you could, if you hold a pack and didn't open it, odds are there's going to be value in that pack moving forward to a degree. But yeah, what do you think on this?
It depends on if you're pricing it in USD or you're pricing it in ETH. If we see a bear market or we see a dump or what have you, you actually do better. In the opposite inverse approach, when there's a bull market, you do worse having it in NFTs, right? We've seen that with some of the purchases we made in NFTs where you purchased it for maybe 10 ETH, and then in the bull market, no one's going to be buying that at 10,000 USD as opposed to what you would have gotten. So you're actually going to get less ETH if you sell it in a bear market. You might get more when that ETH kind of retraces to like 300, 400. So it depends on if you're pricing it in ETH or you're pricing it in USD. If you're pricing it in USD, it doesn't matter. Everything's going down. So that's basically my thought process. NFTs are too niche right now. Maybe they don't feel the exact effects, but eventually, if it's a sustained bear market, they're not going to hold their value really if you're pricing in USD.
Yeah, and also like what you invested in. For example, when I purchased a high price spot on the Sandbox with Ethereum, you know, put up a bunch of Ethereum on that. Now to try to sell and get more Ethereum than I invested in that if I was thinking in terms of Ethereum alone. No, but my dollar value will most likely go up in there too. So it gets tricky with crypto. Depends on what you've used it for and what you're basing it off of for your profit taking.
100%. So I'm going to drop this out here. I've got a link pulled up. Don't pull up my screen. Definitely, Buffalo. We don't give the inside look.
Don't tempt me.
But we've got. Don't tempt me. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit more this week. And by a little, I mean a little bit more for you guys showing up here. We didn't hit all-time high, so you're not earning double. We have a couple announcements on actual funds that we're being able to distribute to the community this week. Obviously, during Lads Radio, you can earn the drops that we're doing in there with Lads, but we have some actual funds that we're initiating to a couple different projects. So those who want to come in, do you want to see an improvement in Lad City, or do you have something that we can do better here on the channel? We reward those people that want to do that, as opposed to just using all of the funds on the drops that we do in the stream. So again, we talked about this multiple times. We want to find ways to get Lads in the hands of people who want to take part in what we're doing. So if you have an idea on how to make Lads better, you can easily get 100, 200 Lads just for providing improvement proposals, saying, hey, let's do this. And if we actually move into that, and eventually maybe a DAO will handle things like that, you'll be able to get paid out in Lads. Another thing, if you're working on a huge project, maybe you have something that you can add to Lads, like hosting an event and doing things like this, you can get upwards to about 5,000. Which is what we've done within the community up to this point. But definitely that number is dynamic. So all we're working on here is figuring out ways we can get Lads into the hands of people that are making Lads better. So definitely a lot of cool stuff. We have Lads Radio right after this. We'll be dropping Lads in there with tip.cc. We've seen a lot of cool things that have happened on Lads Radio with the Lads. I'm giving you guys a little bit more time. 115. We're almost at all-time highs. Maybe we drop the additional rewards link here, but I will drop this first one here in the chat. Boom. It is away. I'm going to pin it, and you guys should be able to see it there now. So shout out to everyone that has been following along. We're only going to grow this channel. Only more NFT drops. Only more utility for Lads. We're only at the start. Like we like to say. Save me, Buff. What is it? So save me.
Saying it.
We're at the tippity top.
There you go. Thank you. I was just like, I'm going to butcher it too.
We're at the tippity top, but we're only halfway there. So definitely butchered that. I had a lot of things that was going on. I felt like Buffalo there in that moment. So yeah, definitely thank you guys for showing up here today. Again, Lads Radio right after this. We're going to hop right in there. So anything else, Buff, before we head off here?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys for the amazing comments today. I feel like this is our most active, powerful, you just feeling really good energy this year so far. It's a good one. I'm feeling you guys are starting to wake up for the year and getting excited about where the space is and supporting the show and hitting these all-time highs. If you are new here and you're curious what just happened with Q, besides him botching his slogan of all slogans, he dropped a Lads link in the comment section. What that is a link that you click and you get Lads. You actually get 18 Lads if you click that link. Now, if you're new here and you're like, wait a minute, I clicked the link and nothing happened, it means you have to set up your Roll wallet. So the link is going to set you to tryroll.com. If you go to tryroll.com, you can set up your wallet. And then when you click that link, you're going to get those Lads tokens. So it's that simple. Each show we release a link awarding people for viewing and supporting the channel and the content. And so if you get your wallet set up today, as you watch the rest of our content throughout the week, you'll be able to get more Lads.
Awesome, man. Buffalo does a great job of explaining what we're doing here. We're building this channel out. We have an awesome community that's powering us, and we have the Lads token that is powering the utility of everything we're doing. So I can't wait for 2021. We've said it multiple times, so I won't touch on it again, but we will have Lads Radio directly after this in our Discord in Lad City. It is an amazing experience. If you haven't done it, even if you don't hold one Lad, when an event like Lads Radio happens, you can get in the Discord, you can take part, you can see what it's all about, and then you can rank up in Lad City. So really cool stuff. Again, thank you for everybody that's been kind of coming along with us. The really cool part about the Lads token is I can say thank you. I can say, hey, thanks for supporting us, but you're actually earning for supporting us as well. And then you're able to use that in our community. So that's what we're doing here. We're building one of the coolest communities in crypto. Head on over to Lad City. I think we're out here, Buff. I'm going to check on you next time in the lads ghetto there, see if there's any vacancies for that hotel, but we'll see.
I'm
I don't
heading
know
to
if
the
I'm
Lads
leaving.
Radio Suite, man. It's high up at the tippy top of Lad City. It's got a nice little balcony view and soundproof walls. It's great. It can be nice and loud. Don't have to worry. So come on over to Lads Radio right after NFT Live here.
Awesome, man. Our vibe, our tribe.
Thank you, lads.